Hi everyone. It's late spring here in Zone 10B with summer right around the corner. During this time of year in Southern California, we experience what locals call May gray, then June gloom. This phenomena is a persistent marine layer resulting in overcast skies. The warming days and evenings is a reminder of this time of transition as we finish up and remove cool season veggies and plant out warm season plants. In this video, I'll take you on a tour of our container garden and harvest some veggies. I'll also be doing some chores. I'll remove some cool season plants and amend the soil in those containers with leaf mold, compost, and an organic fertilizer. I'll plant out Momotaro tomatoes. I'll show how and explain why I rearranged the containers, and I'll show you a big change we made in the veggie garden that will improve sun exposure and critter mitigation. We would love to hear from you in the comments about any connections you have as you watch this video. If you get anything out of the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. We would really appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We made a big change by deciding to remove the 3 Italian cypress trees along this wall. As much as I love those trees, it became necessary for several reasons. First, the trees were a haven for rats that either used the trees as shelter and or a pathway to my neighbor's yard. The rats have been a constant source of frustration as they have eaten or damaged our veggies. Second, the trees blocked the morning sun along this west-facing wall. Third, the branches became difficult to manage as they required support with wire as they splayed outward. And fourth, the debris from sap and dead foliage littered the shelves and plants below. With the Italian cypresses removed, the veggie garden will receive more morning sunlight. And as the days were getting longer and the sun takes a higher path in the sky, I moved the containers from their winter location to take advantage of the summer sunlight. Okay, it's time to take out this mustard green, which is bolted, and the kale behind it, then amend the soil. For the past couple of years, we've been trying to grow new plants in the garden, like this one. This is a curly kale. The leaves on this curly kale are more delicate than, say, a lacinato or a dinosaur kale, and we really enjoyed it. We will definitely grow this again. We could keep this in the pot for another couple of weeks, but we need to get our tomatoes in, so we're going to take it out right now. When amending the soil in containers, I use 3 things. The first is this homemade leaf mold. It's an awesome soil conditioner. And my leaf mold has a lot of worms in it as well. If you'd like to see how I made this, check the link in the description. The second thing I add to my containers is a good quality organic compost. And the third thing I add is an organic fertilizer. After all the ingredients are in, I take a cultivator and gently till it in. I don't want to go too deep and affect the structure of the soil where those worms reside. I'm going to plant this Momotaro tomato into this container. I started this from seed. First thing I'll do is cut off the 2 lower leaves. And the reason for that is because I want to plant this deep. Take my trowel and pull the soil out to make a nice deep hole. Now before I drop that into the hole, let me show you what the root system looks like. And there you see a really nice root system. Okay, let's go ahead and carefully drop this into the hole. So you can see how deep that hole is. And then I'll just push the soil in around it. press it in. Then what I'm going to do is add this mulch to the top because we want to keep that soil nice and moist. We don't want it to dry out. And the mulch will help to minimize the spread of disease on the plant. The last thing I'll do is I'll give it a good drink of water. Okay, Momotaro tomato is planted. Let's go over to the romaine lettuce. I have 2 pots with 3 plants in each one of them, and we've been harvesting romaine for the past several weeks. You can see the lower leaves have been picked off. We're going to go ahead and harvest some leaves off of the plants in this pot. Conventional wisdom is that you should plant romaine lettuce anywhere from 6 to 12 inches apart. As you can see here, I have these about 4 inches apart, and it has not affected its performance. In fact, it's thriving in these pots. So conventional wisdom doesn't always apply. The main thing is that gardeners get into the garden and grow these plants themselves in order to see what works for them. Okay, that's a pretty good harvest of romaine lettuce. Let's move over to the container of carrots. You'll see that I have a wire mesh around the outside to train those carrot greens upward. So I'll just remove the wire mesh. Okay, let's see what we have. First one, about medium size, not too bad. Kind of small. What's fun about picking carrots is that you kind of never know what you're going to get. So I got a couple small ones there. There's a oddly shaped one with 2 roots. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's a little bigger. It's nice. Okay, there we go. It's a pretty nice harvest of carrots. Let's move over to the turnips. This is a Japanese variety of turnip. In Japanese, they're called kabu. We've harvested a few already. Okay, let's harvest some turnips. All right, those are looking good. Let's move over to this Dinosaur kale and look how tall that plant has gotten. We've been harvesting leaves off of this for several months, and it's really produced like a champ. We couldn't be happier about this kale. Okay, this is the last of the Dinosaur kale. This is our first time harvesting garlic, so I'm kind of excited here. Wow. Hey, let's see what we got here. Oh, not huge. All that work for that
Healthy.
small little pole.
Healthy roots.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's see what else we got. Well, not a great harvest, but it's our first time.
It's fun.
These are garlic cloves from the market that we use, so maybe next time we'll order from a seed company and
See if
get
there's
some
any difference.
certified garlic bulbs.
So I guess these will dry out and cure, and
yeah, okay.
maybe we'll throw it in a dish.
All right, okay, thanks,
Chop
honey.
it up, you can't tell, so.
In these grow bags, I'm growing potatoes in the Ruth Stout method. There you see some yellow potatoes peeking through the mulch, and in this other bag, I'm growing red potatoes. In this method, I place the seed potatoes on top of the soil, which is about 6 inches below the surface of that mulch. And as the foliage grows, I just continue to add mulch, like in this grow bag here, until it gets to the top. Now these are getting to the end of their life cycle and the foliage is starting to die off, so these should be ready to harvest in the coming weeks. In these 4 pots I have Japanese eggplant. This variety is called Ichiban. It's a slender, long, deep, and purple eggplant, and it's known for its sweet, mild flavor and thin skin. These plants are looking really healthy, and there are some flowers developing on the plants. In these 2 containers, I'm growing Satsuma sweet potatoes. These are 20-gallon pots. I have 3 slips in each of the pots, and since these pots are so big and deep, it'll give the sweet potatoes plenty of room to grow. They should be ready later this fall. This is a Japanese kabocha squash variety called Sweet Mama. It's known for its sweet, dry, and nutty flesh, and it stores really well. In the space around the kabocha, I'll be interplanting bush beans. In our herb area, I have Thai peppers, and next to it are perilla leaves. Here we have green onions and 2 pots of Italian parsley. On the top shelf we have mint and thyme, and down here at the bottom we have another perilla leaf plant. So there you have it. This is our late spring garden update. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Let's take a look at what we harvested today. We have garlic and carrots, curly kale, Japanese turnips, the last of our dinosaur kale and mustard greens, and romaine lettuce. Please consider liking and sharing this video with people you know. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We would really appreciate your support. And as always, thank you so much for watching.